Hello dear participants, I am Dr. Yamini from Institute of Technology and Science, Mohanagar, Ghaziabad. And in this video, I am going to tell you about what a Google form is, what are its usage, and how you can use a Google form to beautify your course curriculum. So before that, we should know what basically a Google form is. So Google Form, it is a web-based application which is provided by the Google for creating a form with the help of which we can collect the required data. So with the help of Google Forms, you can collect data for various purposes, like if you are conducting a quiz for your student, then you can use Google Form to make a quiz. Secondly, if you want to collect any feedback responses from your participants or from your respondents, say for anything like for any FDP or for any webinar, so you can use Google Form for that. Or if you are organizing an event, so for registration purpose, you can also use that Google Form. Now the next question is, if you have prepared a Google form, how it will reach your participants or your respondents. So the solution is that once you have prepared your Google form, you will get a link for sharing. So you can send that link via email to your respondents, or you can send that link to your respondents through WhatsApp or through Telegram or by any other mode. Or simply you can directly send it on email without sending a link, or you can also embed that Google form on your web page. And the most beautiful part of a Google form is that you can customize it, you can change it as per your need. If you want to add 10 questions as per your choice, you can add those questions and it will be your own customized Google form. Now another thing comes is कि whatever information which is collected through Google form, how it is going to appear in the sheet. So whatever information you collected from Google form, it will appear in a spreadsheet which appears just like an Excel sheet, and it will always be there in your Google Drive. Now moving on to the next step, we just want to see how you can open a Google form. So there are two ways through which you can go to the Google form. Now the first method is open a Google Chrome or Internet Explorer or Mozilla Firefox and type Google form there in the address bar. And once you type Google form and after pressing enter, you will get this kind of window. So if you can see the first link, which is Google Forms free online surveys for personal use, you just have to click on this link, and after clicking on this link, this kind of window will appear before you. So it is showing two boxes. One is personal, another is business. So we are not going to click on business because it is a paid version. So simply we have to go on personal, and in personal also we will go to Google Forms. And once you will click on this Google form, this window will appear before you. As you can see, there are many options which can be seen on the screen. Now the first is blank. This blank means if you want to create your customized Google form, then you simply have to click on this plus sign and you can start making your own Google form. If you want to use any pre-made Google form, it is having contact information, RSVP, party invite, t-shirt sign up and event registration, and once you click on this template gallery, there is a lot many options available in this. So if you want to make a customized Google form for yourself, you just simply have to click on this plus sign which is showing blank, and once you click on this plus sign, this window will appear before you. So this is the layout of the form in which you will add on your questions as per your need. So that was the first method of opening a blank Google form. Now the another method is, if you have already opened your Gmail ID, which is a prerequisite for a Google form. So you just simply have to click on these 9 dots which is appearing on the top right hand corner. And once you click on this, you can see there is an option of Drive. So you just click on this Drive. And in this Drive option, there is an option of New on the top left hand side corner. So in this New, when you click on this New button, as you can see, there is an option of Google Forms. Sometimes it cannot be seen here, so you just simply have to click on More, and there you can see the Google Form. So in Google Form, if I just move on this arrow, two options open here. One is the blank form, another is from a template. So if you want to create your own form, you have to click on this Google Form. And if you want to use any pre-made Google Form, then you have to click on this template. So I'm simply clicking on this Google Form. See, when I click on this Google Form, this window appears, which is just same as we have opened the Google Form in the first method. Now coming on to the making of a Google Form. See, the first one is the untitled form. When I click on this untitled form, it shows we have to enter the title here, for the purpose of which we are creating this form. For example, if I want to collect the faculty information, so I just simply write faculty details. So if I click on this left hand side corner, top corner, untitled form, you can see this heading which I have written here, it automatically comes here. Now the next is form description. If you want to give additional description, like if you are collecting your data for any FDP or any webinar, so you can add the resource person name here or the timing of the session. So that detailed information you can write here. For example, if I'm collecting this faculty details for NAAC purpose, I'll just write, you all are requested to fill the form and details are required for NAAC purpose. So any kind of detailed information which you want to share with your respondents or with your participants, you can write it here. Now coming on to the next part, which is the untitled questions. So if you want to add some questions for your participants, so for first question you have to click on this untitled question. Like if first question, if I want to put it as name of the faculty, so I'm writing faculty name. If you can see, I have asked for the faculty name. I cannot give options to them, so they have to write their own name. Now what I have to do is, as you can see, there is a drop down menu here. When I click on this, there are a lot many options for creating a questions. So I'm going to click on this short answer. Why short answer? Because the name of a person can be like my name is Yamini, so I'll just write Dr. Yamini Negi, or someone will write Mohan Sharma, Ram Singh. So I'm not going to choose the paragraph, so I'm going for short answer because it will include only 4 to 5 words for the name of a person. Now the next is, as you can see, there are a rectangular box which is appearing here, which is showing duplicate. If I want to create a duplicate question of this, I'll just simply click on this. If I want to delete this question, I'll just click on this dustbin button. And if I want to make this question as compulsory, like no user can leave the can fill this form without filling this question. So I'll just click on this required. Now this question has become compulsory. Now the next is coming on to this sign plus. We will cover all these signs later on. So first is plus sign. If I want to add another question, so I'll just simply click on this plus button. See, a new blank question will appear before me, or alternatively I'm deleting this. Alternatively, if I want to create a duplicate question of this with the same feature, I'll just simply click on this option. See, same question has appeared here with the same feature of short answer. So I need a different kind of question. I'll just simply click on delete and press on this plus button. A new question has appeared on this screen. Now the next question which I want to ask from my faculty is details about your institute. So they have to give some details regarding the institute, whatever they have liked about the institute or whatever they want to improve on. They want to improve something in this institute. So it will be, so I'll simply write here, not more than 100 words. So this is not going to be covered in short answer. See, the Google is smart enough to choose the paragraph. So from this drop down menu, I'll just simply click on this paragraph because there will be a long answer for this question. And again, I want to make it a compulsory question. I don't want my faculty to fill the form, to submit the form without filling this question. So I'm making it a required question. Now, if I want to see how this form will appear before the respondents, see, we just simply have to click on this preview. I'll show the preview after making every question. See, there is an option of I. If I click on this, see, this is the kind of form which will appear before the participant. See, there is a star mark. Star mark shows that this is a compulsory question and nobody can submit the form without filling these details. So for now, I am closing this. Now, coming on to the next, again I am clicking on this plus, which is add question. Now, next is I want to choose, we have done short answer, paragraph. Now I want to go for multiple choice. Now, I am asking for their designation. So for designation, I want to give them either they can write their designation on their own or I want to give them certain options. So first option is I am giving them assistant professor. Another is associate professor. Then we have professor or we have director. So these are the 4 options I want to give to my faculty. They have to click on any one of these because if I am giving a multiple choice question, so they can click only on one option. So again, I want to make it a required question, compulsory question. I'm clicking on this. Now, if you want to see its preview, I'm clicking on this I button. See, it is a compulsory question and I can click only on one button, either assistant, associate, professor or director. So this is how the short answer, paragraph and the multiple choice question appear before the participants. So this is all for this video. We are going to cover the rest of these options in the next videos. Thank you so much for your patience listening.